Oh, look at this. Look at that, Dobby. Nintendo released the Krusty Krab Cook-Off game. Yeah, it was a mobile game on the iPhone. Yeah, I like SpongeBob. I get into this. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and pull it off the App Store here. I'm sorry. It's how much?
They did not port a free mobile game for Switch and sell it for $30. Why? This isn't the first mobile game to be ported to Switch, probably won't be the last. What my brain immediately goes to is the Fallout Shelter game, which was free for the Switch version and the mobile version, but here, the mobile version was free and the Switch version was $30. So, I mean, that's quite a jump. Now, the main reason why I'm sitting here is to wonder if it is justified to have a $30 increase on this game. They did add a few new things into this game. Whether or not that justifies a $30 increase, that's what we're here to find out. Let's jump right in. SpongeBob Krusty Krab Cook-Off is a mobile simulator game where you serve diners, upgrade your tools, and decorate your restaurant. Starting you off slow with a few requirements, then adding more stuff like jelly on top of pancakes and blueberries and whatnot. The game is pretty average, all things considering, but I will admit, I am a sucker for this kind of gameplay. The more coins you gain from selling these objects, you'll be able to spend that on dinner ingredients to charge for better food. And I will say this kind of game has a rhythm to it, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy it. But I could imagine that this wouldn't be really appealing for everyone. You'll be able to play in many different shops, with different things to make in each one. Starting off in a pancake shop, then the Krusty Krab serving Krabby Patties, then Sandy's Tree Dome serving barbecue. You'll also unlock characters starting with SpongeBob, then Patrick, Squidward, each one with a power-up to help you serve customers, which is not found in the mobile version. In my opinion, they're only here because the game is slightly harder without the touchscreen of the mobile version, which we will get into later. These power-ups are very overpowered, which I'll let you decide if that zaps away the fun of it all. Their recharge is very fast, and they can sometimes last a while. Back to the controls, despite the Switch being touchscreen, there is no touchscreen mode. Very disappointing. The controls, however, work fine enough. They break everything off into tiny sections with buttons mapped to certain items. This can, however, be slightly confusing going from section to section. Sometimes I'll want to serve a meal and I'll accidentally add a tomato or something to it. You really need to take your time and pay attention how you're assembling these, but the customers can get very impatient, encouraging you to move even faster. I also stumbled across a few glitches in the game. A few visual ones, which weren't too bad, but most of them were game-breaking ones. Whenever I use my power-up, sometimes the customer won't leave, and at that point, I won't be able to serve them, causing me to lose that level. Very upsetting. You can also collect costumes in this game whenever you unlock an achievement, which they are very generous with, or getting enough smile tokens in the tip jar, you'll get a ticket to unlock something from the skill crane. There aren't too many costumes at the beginning, but as you progress, you'll be able to unlock more. They don't really do much. Your character will wear them when they're walking around, and they'll also upgrade your character, which lets you use power-ups more often, I assume, but it's not all that important. This, in the mobile version, is kind of where the microtransactions got you. If you want to progress in the game, you need diamonds and coins and tickets to make any leeway, but to my delight, there is no microtransactions in this port. It does say in-app purchases on the menu, but I think that's for the DLC. However, there is no DLC, at least not at the time of this recording. But it is much easier to progress in this game than the mobile version, which, in my opinion, makes this the best version out there. I will also mention that there is kinda a B-plot story going on here. Honestly, it's not very important. Stuff like trying to make SpongeBob leave Squidward alone and Plankton trying to become a health inspector. The game didn't really need a story, but it's not really hurting anyone. The last thing I'll mention is there are many restaurants in this game. You unlock the next one when you beat a current one. I only made it as far as Sandy's Tree Dome, but there are plenty. Weenie Hut Juniors, the Salty Splatoon, the Juice Bar, there's plenty of game here. Yeah, in my opinion, this is the best version of the game out there. That being said, it's still a mobile game. Now to answer the question that we asked initially, is this game worth $30? I mean, no, not really. I mean, I'd gladly pay $15 for this game. Maybe that's kind of pushing it. My theory of why it's so expensive is I think they're gonna release a physical version of this game, which if they are, I'm a big physical collector, so I guess I'm gonna have to buy that version too. If you're a big fan of SpongeBob and this kind of gameplay, yeah, feel free to buy this game.
But if you're not a huge fan of this kind of gameplay, Battle for Bikini Bottom is the same price, and that is significantly a better game, so maybe check that out instead. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want even more of this game, I'm playing it right now on my Let's Play channel, the second channel, Crispy Bits. I'll leave a link in the description. Yeah, we've uploaded so far 2 episodes, and we're uploading more. I've gotten up to 8, I think. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in another episode. Goodbye!